Greetings, dear Taurus. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a peek at your energy for Taurus season of 2025. All right. So, Taurus season, if you're a Taurus, you already know Taurus season is from April 20th to May 20th, so last about a month. And just collectively, that Taurian theme is it's fixed energy, so it's very stubborn in nature. It's also very feminine as well, so it's like a very archetype of like the strong, practical, earthy, feminine energy. And it's ruled by Venus, right? And so Venus, it controls our earthly affairs, right? So it talks about our aesthetics, like how we feel comfortable in our bodies, our interpersonal relationships that we have with those around us, and also our finances, right? And part of that is our career as well. All of those things are ruled by Venus, okay? So Taurus, you are very blessed to be abundant in this energy, or for at least those Venusian things to come very easily to you, okay? So, Taurus, this is for you. We're just going to tap into a monthly energetic feel of what's happening. And we're going to be using the New Era Elements Tarot to pull your messages. And that's it. I've been kind of slacking on making videos recently. Just a lot has been happening. Not really even on a personal level. I guess kind of a little bit. I've just had like people in town and work being really busy. And just, yeah, a lot of just random things. So not really being able to upload in the frequency that I would like to. And then astrologically, one thing to kind of note of what's happening, it's been just really crazy. We just got out of a Venus in retrograde period cycle. And I know, just talking to some people that I know personally in my life, there's been some pretty prevalent themes with not being able to get over exes, or people from your past coming back, or slowdowns or delays when it comes to interpersonal relationships or finances, delays in career moves, right? So all of those things were very prevalent during Venus retrograde period, and are hopefully picking up speed now that we're out of that retrograde period. And then we have this major thing of Neptune turning into Aries. So Neptunian energy is very dreamlike in nature. It's our imagination. And when it's in that sign of Aries, which is like this fiery cardinal energy, it could turn like our sensitivities, our emotions could be kind of hot wired to like boil over in some ways also, right? And that could be happening personally, but then also just around the world, right? But I'm yapping. Like to do less of that and more of your reading. So let's go ahead and check out Taurus's energy. I've already meditated on your energy. Let's go ahead and pull your cards. We are first looking at, where are you this season? What energy does Taurus find themselves in at the beginning of the season? Show me Taurus's energy in the beginning of their season, and a happy birthday to all my Tauruses who are celebrating. So you've got the Three of Swords. Not very easy energy. This is very uncomfortable. This is grieving, having some type of heartbreak in some way, disappointment. Let's see what this is in regards to, so we'll clarify it. Seven of Pentacles, something that you were looking at as like a saving grace. Seven of Pentacles is it's like that assessment card of like seeing everything that you worked for, and trying to be deliberate about the next move that you make, right? And that Seven of Pentacles can be kind of difficult energy, because it's not necessarily things moving forward, but it's really just a time for you to kind of get your bearings together and to see how to proceed. Now with that, coupled with that Three of Swords, this is very difficult energy. This is putting your energy into something, and having a prospect be a potential, and then being disappointed when it does not become so. Okay. Ooh. I'm sorry to anybody. Yeah. And then you got the Five of Swords. This is difficult energy. The Five of Swords, this is conflict. It says defeat on here, but I generally think Five of Swords is about conflict. This is arguments. Now, if it's not with other people, this is you toiling mentally inside of yourself. Okay. So I'm seeing you starting the season being a little bit disappointed, like feeling like things are not things that you have invested your time and energy into, not quite working. And there being quite a lot of conflict, like arguments, like people getting cussed out in regards to whatever the situation is. Okay. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be like I'm talking to whatever Taurus is listening to this video. So apply this to um, whatever you've been banking on, let's put it that way, and seeing that like perhaps there could be some issues regarding that or some conflicts that happen in regards of that. And it just like kind of sucks, right? So that's what I'm seeing. Um, Okay. Let's go to what area will see delays. Okay. So where can you see delays this month? So this is always a good thing to be kind of prepared for, just to kind of help you like simmer down. We do have a Neptune in Aries, as I was stating earlier. That could really be, people could be blowing their lids off, right? So what area will see delays? I see the Ace of Wands. So I don't know, that could be, okay, let's say the Father of Fire, which is the King of Wands. So that could be a masculine energy in your life. And then you've got the Death card. Um, I'm sorry, this is the Ace of Swords. So you could be seeing delays between a conversation, perhaps with a masculine figure in your life, maybe somebody who needs, because King of Wands is having like a long-term strategy, is someone who looks at this, like a leader who's able to look at things with the long-term objectivity, right? Like looking at things for the long term. When it's your particular energy, it's about being very strategic about how you move in life and not just doing things because they're 6 feet in front of you, but really thinking more the long haul and what you want your life to be like how you're planning and setting up your life at this particular time. So there could be delays in terms of like communicating with perhaps with a person about an idea of where to go. And maybe as a result of this, it's almost like you would like to end it. Death cards are about endings, right? But when we also have the death, this is just like moving on. This is rebirths or transformation, things or events transforming in your life, right? And so there could be a delay to a new chapter or a delay to some type of transformation, and it has something to do with what you're thinking in the long term. Okay. And it could very possibly, because when I do get court energy and we have a King of Wands here now, this could be a person in your life, like I said, a masculine figure that you're looking at as potential for the long haul. Okay. And there's delays in how and communication perhaps. Um, and it could cause some type of change, right? Where you're like, I'm just going to pull the plug on this. So, what do you need to ground? How can you ground yourself for this? Oh my God. Oh, goodness. Okay. How can Taurus ground themselves for this? Show me how Taurus can ground themselves. Let it blow up. Tower. Let it fall. Let it go. Okay. And you've got the this is the 5 of Swords. Hold on. This is the 5 of Pentacles. I believe this is the 5 of Pentacles. Something about your finances, perhaps, or just even feeling some type of loss or being worried about things, feeling kind of maybe quite isolated. That could be how you're feeling when things change. And I feel like all of it happens so quickly. So I'm seeing, this is just what I'm seeing, and I'm not trying to like spook nobody out, but you know, my responsibility of reading cards is just to give you the energy that I'm getting. I'm seeing a very quick, like it's in and it's out, right? Scenario here, where it's almost like you have this opportunity for something. It comes in very quickly. There's fights, there's disappointment because there was so much like invested or expected out of this, and you just are not getting a very clear indication of what to kind of do next. You're not quite sure what that future is going to look like. There's not really a whole lot of clarity because things are not really being communicated properly. And it makes you just want to just pull the plug. And maybe that's something that you just decide to do. And it just happens so fast, right? That the tower falls, right? And this is just like very sudden changes, right? When we have that tower, this is something that you didn't want to happen, but it was just like an upheaval. Like it just had to go. And it's something that makes you feel a little bit like isolated. You could be feeling just worried or ill at ease. Could even be financial loss. Maybe there was a certain amount of money that you invested in it, and then you just feel like, oh my God, it's just a wash right now. Okay. So yeah. Let's get you your financial advice. So I like to pull finances for Taurus season because Taurus does rule over the earthly, tangible areas in our lives. So let's take a look at your finances for this season, dear Taurus. Yeah, temperance. Just take it easy with it. Make sure like everything is paid. Don't splurge. Be mindful of that. And you've got the the Knight of Pentacles. This is just be practical. Show up to work. Don't miss out on any money. Um, Follow the normal routine. Continue to collect your bag. And then you've got the Three of Wands, right? So it's like it's like the way that you're working, you have a mission. Like when it comes to your finances, there are goals and objectives of what you really want to be able to receive from the money that you work for, the money that you have. And it's almost like this Three of Wands is an exploration card. This could be perhaps you um, being very practical about your money and looking at investments, whether that's maybe getting a new house or maybe deciding to invest if you have a home, deciding to invest in a particular project in your house, right, to increase its value in some sort. Or you just really being able to save maybe to open up a business or just like saving for retirement. Like even if you're in that stage or if you're like retired, this could be you looking to explore maybe the new world and looking at your money to see what all is in and out and what expenses you could cut so that you can save to kind of have what you want, right? So I see your finances actually being very stable during this time period. That's good news because I couldn't take no more of whatever was going on earlier in the story. And let's get some love advice for Taurus. So, like I said, Taurus energy also ruled by Venus, which talks about our interpersonal relationships and love, romantic partnerships are part of that as well. So let's take a look at our Tauruses. What love situation am I picking up on here? Okay. I've got the King of Swords here. Okay. Whereas just being the Nine of Swords. And then the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, interesting. So that Nine of Swords, it's called the Cruelty card, but Nine of Swords is really just losing some sleep over things, like stuff just not really making sense. I see you really like into like being very whatever connections are in your life right now, you are operating not from a heart space, but from a logical mental space, right? Because that King of Swords is you really operating and leaning on your rational, logical, masculine mindset, okay, and doing things that kind of make sense and not things that just feel good, okay? But these things, as they're turning and twisting in your head, there could be like a bit of conflict, right? Because that Nine of Swords this is feeling like having some anxiety, maybe feeling a little depressed, right? In some ways. And then you got the Wheel of Fortune. And this is about like wanting a change, but more importantly, this is about taking a chance, right? Wheel of Fortune, you lose the gambling, right? This is about taking a chance and seeing if the gamble is worth it. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. So apply that to your love lives and whatever's going on in that respect accordingly. I hope it does not correlate to this earlier energy, because this whole reading is like a little bit problematic for me, dear Taurus. All right, so my name is Latifa. I do tarot, or Tifa, I should say. My name is Tifa. I do tarot. If this reading resonated with you, please do comment, like, and subscribe for additional content, and do consider booking me for personal reading. You can find more information to the link to my Calendly, which will be in the description of this video or in the About section of the channel. Take care, Taurus. I love you, and I hope you have a very good day. Happy birthday, and the best of wishes for Taurus season. Bye.